Hey everybody, welcome back to Boltgun. And here we go once again. Incorrect use of the Adeptus Mechanis apparatus is hazardous to well-being and on occasion heretical. Exercise caution. Well, we don't want to be heretical, so I guess I will exercise caution. Righto! Let's just go ahead and, I don't know, let's kill the heretics. As we do. Okay. A lot of little guys, that's for sure. Maybe let's just use this. Yeah, why not? And then I could just totally miss, and everything will be awesome. I just gotta get warmed up, that's all. That's my excuse. Alright, gotta toggle on my run. I was gotta make sure to do that at the start of a playthrough. That was a warning shot, by the way. Bruh. There were a lot more than them than I was expecting. I'm gonna be honest. So, right. Gotta say I'm a little surprised that there wasn't anybody over on the other side of the room. Unless they eventually wandered over, and that was the welcoming brigade that I had over there. Always a possibility. Alright, key door that I don't have a key for. Because apparently we discard those at the end of every level. Yeah, I know. Video games. But, still. Okay. Excuse me. Health is full. So far, everyone's kind of squishy. You know, maybe I should use that one, which slot was it in? 7? Yeah. So, I did get a comment confirming that, this is, in fact, a somewhat underwhelming weapon. Which is sad, because I like explosions. What am I even doing? Alright. Just go ahead and take care of him. Completely missed, that's fine. There we go. He wasn't really doing a whole lot, was he? Well, that was a melt-a-gun if you somehow don't have that. That looks gross. That's okay. Hashtag just heretic things, am I right? Right, so let's go into this, yeah, let's not talk about it. Amazing. It's only strength 5. I want to use melt-a-gun on him. There we go. He's, not very good at this, is he? Oh well, handled. Yeah, more of these amble caves. Really does remind me of like the antlion section in Half-Life 2 episode 2. Is that back where I was? No, it's not. This is definitely we're definitely not in Kansas anymore. The AI is still very much exploitable when it comes to distances. Oh, hello. Nice booby trap. Oh, jeez. Ah. Where'd that grenade go? There we go. I need to use those other grenades when dealing with situations like this. Okay. I don't remember what they're called. Crack grenades? I don't know. This whole 40k thing is weird. I'm just kind of along for the ride. Are any of these activatable? Doesn't seem like it. I really need more plasma. Yeah, we... Okay. Where's the... No, not that one. This one. I can't believe that took 2 shots. Wow. Okay. That was a little mean. Probably should have had a better weapon selected. Let's go ahead and just... top off our ammo, I suppose. Bolt gun, kind of a good default weapon. Wonder if I should go back and see if there's any health there. I don't know. Great, a plague toad. That's exactly what I wanted to see. An overly tanky little bastard like that. When I have this much health. And nurglings! Perfect. Just nurglings. I didn't even see him attack. I don't know what the hell that was all about. Alright, well. Wait, are you... What? It didn't save the whole freaking time. I don't think. Because I had to toggle run back on again. What the hell was that? Okay, so the autosave mechanic apparently breaks hard in this level. I don't know. I was trying to just stick with autosaves because that just seems like a much more fair option than just using my own, I guess. I don't know. But if it's gonna break that hard, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to drop manual saves, I guess. I'd rather not, but nah, whatever. So you get a lot of ammo over here. Maybe I should just detonate that and that. There we go. Before I start climbing up here. Yeah. Very unfortunate. How are we doing on all this stuff? Just want to make sure everything's actually locked and loaded and ready to go. I guess we'll use this. It does kind of seem like smaller enemies explode with this thing, so... Yeah, another key that I don't have. So I guess I will just go ahead and use this to explode the little guys, and... Yeah. Wow, okay. Wait, there's also that munitions boon down there. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I do have that. Haven't actually been down here yet. Okay. Yes, even plague toads take just a lot of... Well, I mean, they take a lot of damage in general, but... God, this thing sucks. Alright. Awesome. I'm so... Wow, okay. I really did not miss nurglings at all, I gotta say. Yep, hit the ground. Yeah, alright. This is gonna be one of those levels, isn't it? Pretty much any level that has nurglings is that level. They're just... The game engine does not fare well with those things at all. I don't know, you're in heavy armor, you should be able to just walk through them. It seems a little odd that you can't. But, alright. Well, there was that area that I missed last time, and I wonder if that would have granted me some delicious boons that I didn't have before. Or if it'll just prematurely drain my resources because, you know, plague toads. And them having way too much health. Was actually, speaking of other random odd things about this game, they, one of the things they did in the recent patch was they ended up nerfing the pink mist attack from the Lords of Change. And, I don't know, I was talking with a friend of mine about that, actually the one that bought me the game, and kind of feel that they sort of bit off the wrong end of the stick with that, or however you want to phrase it. Oh, that's okay, I get it now. That area probably is easier, if we're being honest. But anyway, that hurt. So yeah. We don't necessarily agree that that was the best option, just simply nerfing the damage, because the issue isn't so much that it does a lot of damage. I mean, it does. The issue is more that there was no telegraph for it whatsoever. So I don't know. I think we would have all rather the damage stayed the same and had them, like, kind of maybe take a closer approach to how Doom handled... What? I'm stuck. Great. I'm not having a good time right now. Anyway, but maybe had them take an approach more similar to what Doom 2 took with the Archvile, where there's just like a longer build up to the attack and it's a bit more notable. I am not sure if I could free myself from this. What the fuck? Oh god, I'm just getting really annoyed with this game right now. I can't even kill myself because of the invincibility. Come on, just thank you. Alright. So there we go. Let's restart the map again because of a game bug this time. Perfect. I've gotten stuck a few times, but I've been at least able to free myself. That was a bit, awful. At least I wasn't too far in, but still. It's not like I was even trying to make that happen. I was just trying to go around and, you know, the cover that the game provided me. Okay. Alright. Let's just make this happen, I suppose. Okay. So we are locked and loaded. I think that was the right approach, just kind of going down around that way, just to clear those big guys out, and then maybe just looping around down here. I don't know if I even want to mess with those plague toads, if possible. Although there's probably a key down there, so I don't think I have the option of permanently skipping that. At this point, I'd just be happy if the game auto-saved. Okay. So I was trying to save the plasma and just kind of go down a little bit closer, but gotta watch out for those things, I guess. And he's dead. Okay. So, no need for a melt-a-gun. Yeah. No real need for that either. I guess I'm just going to drop a manual save because reasons. Oh, this is another thing the patch added. So, there's that. I don't know if it's maybe having issues because this is a somewhat non-linear level from the look of it, but yeah, I don't know. Alright. Why are they able to do that much damage that quickly? Glass cannons, I guess? I don't know. There were a lot of them, I suppose. Ugh. These plague toads are still horribly unbalanced. Mostly just their health. I mean, they take so many freaking hits to kill. This is like kind of absurd. Alright, there we go. That was a lot of damage. Oh, I see. Thanks. Thanks for putting that off to the side and then putting that in the front and center. You know, the most useless weapon in the game at the moment. Okay. That's the thing that's so weird about it, is it's like labeled as a strength 6 weapon, I think, and yet it's, I don't know, you're almost better off just like using an ineffective weapon. It's just really weird. I don't know. Alright, so we got that. Let's just go back this other way. Turns out there wasn't a key over there. So, that just makes it all feel worse. Alright, down here we go. On the bright side, these, vengeance rounds will come in handy for the ambush that comes up here. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, it doesn't do that much extra damage. Okay. Jesus. I just don't... Okay. Alright. I'm gonna try this thing. Yeah, barely doing anything. This weapon, I'm trying to figure out the usefulness of it. Honestly, given how weak it already is, I'm surprised it doesn't do something stupid like overheat. Right, so... we've already went through all of its... Jeez, these nurglings are a pain in the ass. Already went through all of its ammo. What? Okay. Yay, 60 Volkite ammo. Let me just snap that in the weapon. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. So, God. Guess we'll just grab the munitions boon. Sure. That way we get more Volkite ammo to deal with. There was a little bit of health that I could pick up here. I think what I need to do, switch to the crack grenade. Nah, you know what? I just need to throw this one better. I think I'm throwing a little bit low, which is causing some problems. Is there any other health in this area that I might have missed? Because, alright. Kind of looking like a negative on that front. Plasma. No, I grabbed the munitions boon. So, we're good. We're good in terms of ammo. We've got the... Did it? Oh, I never grabbed the Vengeance mag. Yeah, I should definitely grab that. And that was one thing I didn't notice before is, I figured something like that, because I think Vengeance is supposed to do additional damage. And, it doesn't actually increase the strength of the weapon. So, I guess that's one thing to keep in mind. So, it probably affects the damage, it just doesn't really affect... You know, it doesn't do anything against the increased armor rating. Alright. Gonna go a little safe scummy here, and... Oh. Nope, too high that time. Alright. There we go. That was the best run yet. Yay! Alright, any other useful stuff? Kinda doesn't seem like it. There's a little bit of health that splattered over here, so... God, I really dislike those things. Fucking hell. That took way too much ammo. Alright. Well, that was a thing. We only have one grenade. Is there any other Melta ammo? I know. Yeah, I know there was. God, do I want to keep going back and forth, though? That's the thing. I mean, I kind of do, because that's the best thing I've got right now. So it's this way. Then just kind of follow this around to here. Oh no, I already picked that up. Damn it. There might be some in the side rooms. I don't know. I don't know how much time I want to waste looking for that. Let's go in here. Up here. Around here. And back here. There we go. Oh, plasma? Nope. Jeez, and I almost ran myself out of Melta ammo with the, even having the munitions boon. Well, that's just sad. Right, so no keys yet. Seems awful. No. Swear to God, I was just... Oh, jeez. What the hell? Why are there no autosaves? This is bullshit. I guess at least I have a chance to do this better. Which I did. Alright. Anyway, let's pre-select the melt-a-gun. Okay. That went a lot better. Let's just go, okay? I'm not having a very good run today, obviously. Something skill issue, perhaps. Hey, contempt. It matches how I'm feeling right now. Teehee. And did I see another one of those little, yeah. This thing does alright against these guys, I suppose. There we go. Just stay... No, I said stay there. Go away. I hate these plague toads. Kaboom. Alright. So might as well just use this. It's... I don't know. It just doesn't feel like this should be strength 6. I mean, I guess that helps it do substantially... What the hell? Okay. That looked weird. But I guess it does help it do substantially more damage against, like, the squishier enemies, which are just, like, strength 3. But I don't know, man. It just seems, seems a bit weak sauce for when you get it. Because, see, that's the thing. I actually took a look through the help for once. Amazing, I know. And pretty much, like, that's where you get maximum damage, is when the strength of the weapon is double the strength of their armor. So, yeah. Strength 6, armor 3, max damage. I don't know what max damage means, per se, but, it's probably good. I don't know if they do splash damage when they explode. It seems like they might. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, look, a key. Awesome. I guess that went alright. It just kind of seems like that weapon is useful. Like, it overlaps with the shotgun in terms of where it's useful. Yeah, I don't know. And the shotgun even usually kills things faster, which is funny, but, you know. Like, let's go ahead and just try... Nope, jump. I guess it does okay against this guy. But then you run out of ammo, because it takes a long time to kill anything. Whatever. I think this goes back here into this room. No, this is a different place. Okay. Dang it. I need to remember to not to do that, because unfortunately if you are already maxed out on ammo and you pick up a weapon, yeah, it just kind of wastes the weapon. Great. This is my personal hell. I probably should have saved before I went in there. I mean, I could just bypass this, but these guys are heretics. Who apparently have expert timing. Cool, just jump over the plasma. It's not an incredibly valuable ammo type or anything. Thought I was far enough to the right, I guess not. Oh well. I mean, I can always backtrack to that one arena and grab more contempt. Oh, for the love of... well, there's that, at least. Right. Bring back all my favorite things in this level. I love it. I mean, realistically, you could just bum rush through all this stuff, but... Nyeh. Ancient amp. Oh yeah, I haven't dealt with one of you guys in a while. That is not very effective. Wow. And of course it spawns something behind me. Perfect. Turns out there was a wall there. Who would have thought? How the hell much damage did that do? What the fuck? Oh my god, it... All the way back here! This is horrendous. I don't know what the hell happened with the autosave all of a sudden. I don't know if it's maybe, like, level triggers that the designers have to place, but they did not put them in... Oh, jeez. At least I know the autosave did something, because that's, Oh, jeez. Okay, not that tunnel. But yeah, that was an autosave. It just wasn't exactly an ideal one. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to basically do it myself, I suppose. Awesome. Alright, so Vengeance Launcher, something that seems like it should be more than Strength 3. But... I mean, it does go boom, so... And it seems to do more damage than the Volkite launcher, or whatever it's called. Even against, like, stronger enemies, I don't get that at all. Oh well. It has a purpose. And this one's just a bunch of wimplings. And you, of course. Can't have too much fun, can we? Alright, here's something. Oh, maybe it was just that slime. And now when they crank everything up to 11. Whoops. Which is when we do this. There might be a shortcut key to just just go into the saves, but I don't know. So where was that other amble? Wow. That was odd. Okay. Okay, does he even need to be... I don't think he even needs to have line of sight to me to be able to damage me. Because that seemed like complete bullshit. This is so... off. I don't... Like, I'm pretty sure one of those times he actually hit me through a pillar, which obviously doesn't seem right. Alright, let's deal with this amble that's over... Oh, I see where you are. Oh, great. That's awesome. That's great. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. And spooge. Oh, perfect. I mean, at least he's not hitting me through this pillar, I guess. Or maybe... That has splash damage, doesn't it? Okay. Alright, so strategy. We, I don't know, bring the amble over here. Get hit by the spooge. Really doesn't seem like he should have been able to survive 3 or like 2 meltas, but whatever. That didn't seem to do anything. Alright. So what does that thing trigger? Is it like when you run out of contempt? He did 141 damage to me in just a glancing blow. What? Screw this fight. This is just bullshit. Oh my god, like, really? I don't see how that's reasonable. Oh, well, that was completely on me. I don't... Jeez, like, all that's gonna do is just drain my ammo for what's coming up ahead. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh yeah, I still have the Vengeance Bolt things, but... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Terminator! Yeah. Funny, that's, And the worst part about it is it didn't seem like there was any real reward to defeating the Amble. In an arena where he had an extreme advantage for some reason. And now we're in the Foundry. Alright, armor not rated for contact with nearby materials. I don't think the armor would be rated for being this close to these materials, but, yeah, I don't know. What do I know? Okay. None of the stuff is activatable, it seems. Okay. Well, it seems like this is the way forward. What the hell was that? Alright. I guess I was close enough to the barrel. You know, the funny thing about that is they actually nerfed the amount of damage that barrel explosions do to the player, so I'd hate to see what that would have done to me pre-nerf. I didn't think I was that close, but yeah, whatever. The calculations don't lie. Jeez. Alright. There's a Terminator there. Yeah, we're gonna use the heavy bolter. Haven't been using this too much, so, douchebag. You are good and stuck. Just makes me feel a little bit better about what happened to me earlier. You know, I probably should save, because I'm at the point now where I don't trust this autosave system at all. Although it looks like it did it somewhat recently. I don't know. It's very inconsistent with this level for some reason. I mean, I'm definitely not on my A game tonight, I don't think, but jeez, oh man. Okay. Yeah, Vengeance Launcher is a thing, too. Almost seems like I collected an extra key card. I'm not... Oh, that's right. That one, the... Sigma? I think that's Sigma. But yeah, that one opened up that one weird side area, which... I mean, I guess that might have been a shortcut. I don't know. Guess we'll go up here. What are you doing up there, sir? Alrighty. Is that just like a bonus area or something? That... I have no words for what just happened. I think I bumped myself on the ceiling. That's a really... What did I actually hit my head on? Wait, that wasn't all that rewarding, so, maybe just one of those little beam things? I mean, you could obviously make it from point A to point B. That's weird. Alright, let's go back, I guess. What's that? Does that connect to anything? Doesn't seem like it. It might. I don't know. Oh. Guess that just summons that thing very... Okay, it's not as bad as those sky bridges are. Or were. And you could just bump it back. Nice. Oh, that's... Oh. Bah! Wait, what? Okay. Huh. Is there anything up... Oh, there's that plasma ammo, but there's more of that back here, I think. I think I grabbed that, actually. I did. Okay. So we don't go there. It's, identification deceased. Yes, indeed, my friend. So this, I believe, is something... Okay. You really had to point that out to me. That... I mean, I'm not that dumb. I'm pretty dumb sometimes, but I'm not that dumb. Oh, he's a Terminator. Yeah, the AI just kind of goes completely catatonic at a certain point, and you can just basically do whatever you want to it. Is that a aspiring champion? Can you just, like, charge me? That'd be kind of swell if you just went right into the lava. That looks like it does a lot of damage range, too. Okay. I do have ammo for the melta-gun. Are you... Okay. It kind of didn't look like he was able to come back up from that, but, you know, better safe than sorry. I don't know why the shotgun was my go-to for that, but, it did the job. Alright, so that looks like the, climactic battle over there. Given the sheer number of, single armor pickups. Is there anything over here? Kinda doesn't seem like it. Wait, what was that? Thought I heard something. Thought I heard something again. I guess not. Oh. Apparently he was on break. Break time's over, jackass. Okay. Obviously that doesn't work. Is there anything up there? It's... doesn't seem like it. Kind of seems like that guy was just supposed to snipe me and then just didn't. So, that's a thing. Now with my distrust continuing... Yeah, that was a 2-minute gap between everything. We'll probably save here, I'd imagine. Yeah, this seems fine. Escape confirmed, service continues. Alright. No, I don't want to deal with you guys. Definitely don't want to waste this on you. Now this guy, on the other hand, screw him. Somehow managed to pull that shot off. Somehow I managed to time my mouse flick in a somewhat decent fashion. Shocking, I know. Oh. Yeah, like this thing actually does a decent job against armored targets. I don't get it. I don't know why it's only strength 3, but it definitely seems to pull above its weight class. We'll put it that way. So Dragon Fire makes things go on fire, which I'm okay with. Plus then you get the sticky grenade effect on top of that. How about let's not waste all of it. Sound good? Sound good. Is this... Okay, there it is. Oh, the Great Unclean One. Certainly looks unclean. He probably does, like, infinity damage every shot, so, close enough. 3/4 health. Oh my god, I hate these things. Still think you should just be able to walk over them. I mean, look at them. They suck. They suck. Alright, so Contempt is still contemptuous. So what do I have that actually can... I guess just the plasma rifle. There's not really a whole lot of weapons that are strength 7. Wow. I mean, I guess that was somewhat telegraphed, but... Oh, jeez. This movement is not working out. Okay, just... God, I really hate nurglings. So... And they are literally everywhere. So 104 health, that's good. Okay, he just did 16 health, or 16 damage to me. Perfect. Do we have contempt? Because that would be kind of incredible. I mean, aside from that one that I picked up earlier. And these tiny little wimpy single shot power-ups. These guys just do an absolutely fantastic job of just draining your health. And I'm pretty sure that there's actually no end to them, so, yeah, that's a thing. Really need to reload my plasma gun. There we go. Where's that unclean one? There he is. Oh, of course, they just dropped my movement to a complete standstill. Right? This just seems like one of those fights where it just does its best to annoy you to death. Which weapon is it? There we go. Just mash buttons until you see the right model. That's, seems like a good philosophy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these things spawn indefinitely. And they instantly drain your health down to critical, essentially, because there's so many of them. Like, I don't want to keep having to... Jeez! I can't even move! Man, here it was, having fun with, They do a lot of damage for, how many of them there are. And how rapidly they attack. Yeah, I just need to focus the boss down, but... The problem is, yeah, these guys are doing more damage to me than the boss. Great. This is insane. Like, do I even have any health to pick up at this point? Yep, I had 6 health. I mean, what are we gonna do with that? So we got that. Get out of my way. Why can they push you like that? That doesn't even make sense. Like, just in terms of raw mass, I've got to weigh like 5 times as much as those guys. I mean, and that guy literally reversed my trajectory. That's just stupid. I wonder if there was a vortex grenade that I missed or something. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, basically if I leave this area, I'm gonna instantly... Oh, some of them just disappeared. What the hell? Like... This game's physics is just... It doesn't make any sense. Alright, that guy needs to die. Got that. There's that thing in the middle. Which I'm not in the right side to grab that. There's another contempt power up here. And believe me, I'm feeling the contempt right now. Where's that little jackass? No, jeez, oh man, I can't get the... There we go. I need to rebind my weapon keys to be a bit more convenient, I think. Right, now I lost literally all my contempt. Just all because of those little ankle biters. Let's focus fire on him, I guess. Thank fuck. And it saved the game. Good. 1% hype. Literally, if something touches my toe, I die. This is one of those really, really underwhelming boss fights because the boss was not really the star of the show for 90% of the time. It was the absolute deluge of physics-destroying little shits that are on the ground level. I'm not even dealing with all these guys. It's just, it's so tedious. Let's just leave. I think this is what was being locked away, right? I guess. Yep, that probably wasn't it. This would have been nice, though. Which side was it on? I remember seeing the little, like, arena gate thing. God, where was that? Seriously, where was that? I wonder if this is the end of chapter 2. I mean, that seemed like kind of a final boss, although, I don't know. They also considered the Lord of Change a final boss, and, yeah, maybe not. Yes, there was that. The melt ammo would have been very handy during the fight, but alas, we didn't get it. Oh well. It still happened, and I saw the little game save thing on the corner, or not the corner, but on the right side. What was this? Medicaid resupply. Yeah, thanks for that. What is... This isn't over? Jeez. So I'll charge this thing up. Oh no, that's the vortex grenade. Was this just always accessible? Because if it is, that's just gonna upset me. I don't know. Whatever. We found the vortex grenade way too late. Turns out it was actually in the battlefield. And that was the thing that I try and look... I thought I already did that. I did. So... Oh my god. The game didn't break, did it? Waiting mode engaged. Yeah, we've already been through this song and dance, buddy. I just can't remember which side of the arena that one thing was on. Is it over here? Or is this where I came in? Game saved. Yep, this is caution, significant drop. You don't say. Yeah, this is not over. Really don't understand that whole thing where you fight the boss and then you have more level. This isn't the only game that's done stuff like that, but it never makes sense to me. There we go. Totally good use of plasma right there. Why am I bothering? Like... Oh, right, because first-person shooter, of course. Yeah, so, this just largely seems maybe a little bit unnecessary. I don't know. Maybe this is the jump didn't work. Perfect. Well, at least it follows its old... Okay, it set me way too far back. Perfect. But at least it follows its old rules where it's not an insta-kill like that one random gear section. Jump worked a little too well that time. Oh boy. So, what was the one that... Oh yeah, it was this one here. This really awkward one that seems to really mess with the game's physics. Sure, why not? Uh-huh. Yeah, there's something just really, really odd about this. Like, when you go over those little ramps right there, you just seem like you drop like a rock very abruptly. There's my obligatory taunt. Okay. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. This is just sort of, feels a bit like filler. I guess it's kind of a nice transitional type of thing. Alright, well, you know what? Well, might as well use that vortex grenade, right? Best use of the vortex grenade. Anyway, outward. Wouldn't that be funny if you could actually carry those between levels? Alright, that was actually kind of painful. I mean, so a bunch of that can be chalked up to skill issue, but that boss was just annoying for the sake of being annoying, I swear. It wouldn't be so bad, but it just kind of exasperates that issue that I had, like, way back in, what was that, Chapter 1, Level 4? When we were first introduced to the nurglings, where they just directly impede the players. Like, it messes with the game's physics to the point of parody, almost. It's like when you're in mid-air, running forward, full speed, in power armor, and you've got, like, this 1 meter tall little shit that manages to not only stop you, but actively push you backwards. I don't understand, like, who played through that and thought, okay, this seems okay. I mean, even them stopping you is ridiculous. Maybe slowing you down a little bit, but I don't know. It just seems like they're too sturdy for what they are, especially with the number that they throw at you. Not to mention the fact that each one of them does about 16 damage per hit, which, I mean, really for Exterminatus isn't that much damage, but when there's 20, 30 of them surrounding you, that becomes a bit of an issue. So I don't know, that boss fight, you definitely have to blitz it. You should definitely seek out the vortex grenade, yeah. But that is such a big arena that it's so easy to miss it, even though it's like these big ramps. I don't know. I don't think that was a particularly great boss fight. It just seemed like it focused more on just sheer annoyance than any sort of skill. And 9 times out of 10, if you're going to die, you're either going to die because of one of those random, like, shockwave things that he sends out, or just the millions of minions that he summons endlessly. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's a cooldown on it, so sometimes you'll get, like, waves where he'll just keep doing the shockwave over and over and over and over again. Sometimes he'll just spawn about a bajillion minions. It's not like the Lord of Change, where he seems to actually go in a set pattern. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. It would have helped if I found some of the optional side areas, but yeah, it's kind of hard to find secrets when you're in the middle of fighting 8 bajillion things. But, oh well. That's all for now. Hopefully things get a little bit calmer at this point. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.